Naming your product or brand. A great name is one of the most powerful tools in branding. It becomes the ambassador of your company and a promise to your customers. It's the brand's mnemonic beacon of identity. Like a lighthouse, it directs customers to your package. Make it easy to say and spell. It should roll off the tongue and be comprehensible and positive. It must be clear and different from the competition, and above all, make it memorable. Today, unfortunately, many product names are driven by what URL is available to them, instead of a name driven by the product's unique benefits. Brand names fall within several basic categories. Abstract, that's a name without meaning or disassociation of the product, such as Xerox or Starbucks. Associative, a name that embodies or implies product function or features or benefits, such as 7-Eleven stores open from 7 a.m. to 11 at night, or Accura, meaning accurate. Coined names, creating a new word from two existing words, such as Atlantique from the word Atlantic and antique. Co-joined names are names that combine two people or entities, such as Johnson & Murphy or Abercrombie & Fitch. Descriptive. This is a name that actually describes the product, such as Burger King or Dunkin' Donuts. Freestanding names refer to a meaningful name unrelated to the product, such as Infinity or Nike. Mnemonic names that remind you of a product or feature, such as the Yellow Pages. Or source names refer to products named after the namesake originator of the source, such as Oric vacuum cleaners or Kentucky Fried Chicken or Florida's Natural. Customer corrective naming. Popular brands with an inappropriate, cumbersome, or unmemorable name may be renamed by its customers. Federal Express was renamed FedEx as its customers insisted on shortening the name to something easier to say. The Colt 45 pistol was nicknamed the Peacemaker by the Texas Rangers. This name justified and properly positioned their work. The Winchester 92 rifle was referred to as the Widowmaker for obvious reasons. Both the Peacemaker and the Widowmaker are product names reflective of the brand promise. The trademark application process. Now, I'm not a qualified source for legal advice, so please be sure to contact your intellectual property counsel for accurate advice. Searching the trademark database. Start your search at the United States Patent and Trademark Office website to see what's available. Go to uspto.gov/trademarks. Familiarize yourself with the site and search this database to locate the best available name for your brand. Note that many names are already taken or will be contested within your category of interest. If the word king is taken in your category, the trademark examiner may not allow you similar words like Maharaja, Regal, or Royal. A trademark application must be filed for each separate product category. For example, milk and cheese products may fall under category 029, while coffee and tea would fall under category 030, and soft drinks under category 032. Filing of application. When you find the perfect brand name, the first step is to file a federal trademark application. A trademark application filing should be made by a professional legal counsel specializing in intellectual property rights. If you attempt to file this yourself, you may well expect legal trouble in the future. There are two types of applications. A use-based application. This is a type of application that would be filed if you were already using the trademark in interstate commerce. And an intent to use, or ITU application. An ITU application allows you to file for federal trademark protection before the mark is in use. First office action. Approximately 7 months after the application is filed, you'll receive either a notice of publication or a first office action. If there is no issue at all with the application, then you'll receive a notice of publication. It is much more typical, however, to receive an office action. In the office action, the examiner will tell you whether they have found any other confusing similar marks. If so, registration will be refused, or if other issues need to be addressed, such as revising the description or adding a disclaimer. Next, file a response to the office action, and your response adequately addresses the examiner's concerns. You will get a notice of publication. If you're unable to address the examiner's concerns, then registration will be refused. Notice of publication. The notice of publication sets the date on which your mark will be published in the Trademark Office's official gazette. Some companies monitor this publication, and if they feel they have a basis for opposing registration of your mark, they may file an opposition. Many brands have had legal counsel on retainer just to fend off anyone they feel might remotely infringe on their brand. The mark is published for 30 days, and any opposition must be filed during that 30-day period. A third party may request a 30-day extension of time in which to file the opposition, which would give a total window of 60 days, in which case to file. Notice of allowance. With an ITU application, you have 6 months from the date of notice of allowance in which to file what is called the statement of use. You cannot file the statement of use until the mark is actually being used by the trademark owner or authorized licensee in interstate commerce in connection with a bona fide sales of the goods or service covered by the application. You may obtain a total of 5 6-month extensions of time in which to file the statement of use, which means you have up to 3 years from the date of the notice of allowance in which to file the statement of use. If the statement of use meets trademark office requirements, your registration will be issued shortly thereafter. You do not actually own a trademark until you're using the mark in interstate commerce. Until then, you have only applied for federal trademark protection. You may place a TM on your brand at any time during the application process, as this simply states your intent to trademark the name. Next up, new brand development.